Hi, my name is Hassan and I'm a student at the Manchester College. I'm currently studying media and I'm doing factual programming right now. So I'm going to be doing a documentary on technology and social media where I'll be asking people if either of those aspects of the world have affected the general population of the planet in a positive or negative way. So let's see what they say.
Yeah, I do use technology on a daily basis. I check on my Twitter, everything.
Yes. To get in contact with my friends, to look at what other people are doing, like on Facebook and social networking.
Well, I use technology every day. At home I use my phone, my tablet computer, my laptop, and I've got my PlayStation 4, and in college I'm always on the computers.
A lot. It's part of me. I'm a media student, so I have to use technology every day. I'm a football fan, so I like to keep up with the latest scores and transfer news, who's coming, who's going on Twitter. I'm a huge social network user. I have a Facebook account, I have a Twitter account, I have an Instagram account, I have a Snapchat account. So I have a YouTube account as well. But yeah, I like to keep up with what's going on. And I think that's the way it will continue to be, not for me but many other people. Because they can't just get rid of technology like that. I mean, it's come so far. It's people's lives.
I rely on it a lot because I like to, when I'm at home, I like to check up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and I also like to go on like GTA a lot on FIFA.
Well, I'm on my phone all the time, so I would be relying on it quite a lot.
I think day-to-day life, definitely rely on it a lot more than I should do. There's not a day where I don't go on my phone or my laptop or watch TV, so yeah, I think definitely.
Not that much, because I just actually I don't use that much actually. I just use it for phones, like just for calling. I don't really use it.
I mean, since I do music, I pretty much rely on it like every single time because I need to make sure that I gotta literally share everything, either on my Twitter or my Instagram, little like 2-minute clips, Facebook, anything that I may have. I mean, I need to actually promote it. You know what I mean? So I think social media. Well, I think social media for me is a very good thing, and in my experiences of promoting anyway, I think it's very good.
I think a bit of both. I think positively it's affected it as I feel a lot more safer if I was going somewhere new and I didn't know where I was going. I could get like the maps out and find out where I was, or ring someone and get help that way. But then I think in a negative way, then I don't feel safe because you're walking down the street with your phone and it's so easy to get mugged, as people want the phones now because they can on-sell it for more money. So I think a bit of both.
Negative one, because people cyberbullying on the internet, people get harassed, sexually harassed. Yeah, negative one mostly. Negative in total, because obviously a lot of it's like your privacy and all that gets invaded a lot with technology. Also, you're not as like I think it actually made it more antisocial than most people, because it's like instead of just talking to certain people like face to face, everyone's like talking to 20, 30 people at once. And it's like you're not really talking about anything meaningful in it. It's just sake of having someone to talk to.
I think it's positive and negative. The positives can be like, yeah, you can get in touch with like your family and like your friends and arrange to like meet up and stuff. But on the negative side, people do become antisocial and like stop going out with people, and they'd rather stay in and like, I don't know, like watch a film but still be able to talk to friends, or like just sit on Facebook rather than actually speak to their friends face to face. And that's more common in like younger age, like people like teenagers. When I was about 14, 15, I was like dependent on Facebook, so I never used to like see my friends very much. I'd much rather talk to them on Facebook.
It just shows how far technology has come, and I think about the whole young kids with iPads and iPhones. I think that's what they've got in front of them now, and I think kids have become so spoiled these days with all new technology and all these latest gadgets they've got. They will continue to want these high gadgets. When I didn't get my first proper phone till I was 11. That wasn't a very good phone. I mean, it was like a brick phone, but it had a camera on it, so it was all good. But yeah, you know. But nowadays you get kids with the first phones as iPhone 5s or iPhone 4Ss or even iPhone 6s in some cases. But yeah, I disagree with it. Because it affects imagination and the creativity. It restricts them.
Yeah, I think definitely in the future toys will get replaced. I always think like creativity as well will sort of stop, because with certain toys, like you have to use your imagination, and I think with your phones and your iPads you don't really use your imagination when you use it. So I think, yeah, definitely toys will get replaced.
Because I remember when I first had my own phone, and it was a little shitty phone. I didn't have no internet, no nothing. So I think as for kids having like iPhone 6s in them, that's probably why half of the kids that you hear are committing certain suicidal thoughts, because of people having to have an upgraded version of modern technology, and they're already exposed to certain shit like that. I mean, certain stuff like that obviously aren't really beneficial to the young ones. You know? So I think they should just have little bricks, and then until they grow up, they have a decent phone.
I think it's quite dangerous, because obviously we recently had that Snapchat's being leaked and stuff, and it's like a lot of them also aren't really taught quite well. You know, like in schools where they say, you know, you need to control what you put online and stuff, because obviously nowadays you go on Twitter and Facebook and all that, you see a lot of 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds posting like pictures that their parents probably don't even know they've uploaded and stuff. It's quite dangerous, especially with the weirdos out there on the internet and stuff.
I think our society, we live in a society where we need technology every single day. It's everywhere we go, we cannot avoid this. You know, we're in the studio with technology now, on the roads, lights over the studio, billboards, you know, magazines, everything. And I genuinely believe if technology was to be scrapped, every form of technology was to scrap, and all there was nature, I would believe this society would die. We would lay over and die. Because this society, technology has come so far that it's taken over our lives. Whether we like to admit it or not, whether we know it or not, it's taken over our lives. So I personally think this society cannot live without it.
I think we can't live without it, because obviously we've been conditioned to use it every day now, innit? So if we went without it, then it'd just be like very weird, because then we'd actually I think we would be actually better off, because then we'd actually get off our asses and then go to see someone or something, instead of just having to call them up or sit in bed.
No, I definitely don't think we could live without technology. It's so reliable now, and I think if you were to like take my phone away from me for a day, I'd go mental. So.
No, because I feel like people can now get certain things done much more easier and much more quicker. I feel like if you got like, you know, especially if you're running like little events and stuff like that, you can get it across social media. So I feel like, yeah, people will be unreliable if there was no such thing as technology, modern day technology, instead of like back in the day technology, you know. So. another example that I was watching this program called Catfish, and Catfish. The moral of the story about Catfish is for people who are basically looking for love, but and you think that you date the actual right person, but then it ends up like it ends up to being the wrong person. So I feel like modern day technology can reflect as a bad influence because it can make good relationships mess up.
Yeah.
Because basically it's like someone who you may truly love, and then for someone who just pops out of nowhere and you don't even know her or him. It may be a him.
Yeah.
Or it may be a her. If it's a her, then she's ugly, she's fat possibly. If it's a him, then it's got spots. But I just have a feeling that it is what it is, and I feel like, yeah, with our modern day technology, relationships are much more likely to get broken up because of a certain situation that you may think, can happen.
Yes, I believe that. There's some things that shouldn't be on Facebook, and that's relationship status. That's problems with your family and problems with associates and family friends. People like trouble. People like to see drama. It's like a movie, but online, but in social network movie, where there's an argument going on between two people. People will watch. People will watch. All they're missing is popcorn, but people will watch. And people like that. People like arguments. And people will get involved unnecessarily when they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I think is a problem and that needs to be stopped.
Yes, as soon as something's put on Facebook, everybody has to talk about it, and trouble gets caused from it. I don't know, say a boy and a girl are going out, they might put pictures of, the boyfriend or the girlfriend being with somebody else, and that can cause trouble if the girlfriend doesn't know. But family-wise, yeah, it can definitely cause trouble, because, I don't know, say you might have an argument with your mum or your dad, or your sister, and you put it on Facebook and you've got family relative in there, they could get in touch with your family, your close family, your mum, your dad, or your brothers and sisters, and it could cause troubles within the household.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you're constantly looking on Facebook, if someone's upset and they're putting that they're upset, that's going to make an impact on you as well. Or if you see people having such a good time going to places or doing things and you're not really doing much, it can really sort of affect you a lot. So it doesn't really help your mental health at all, really.
Yeah, especially when she's posting when they're depressed and stuff. You should keep that to yourself instead of just seeing the whole world, basically. Yeah.
I think it kind of, what do you call it? Kind of puts them off what we're here for, and we're supposed to be working on ourselves as people. But a lot of us get deluded and think that life's just about chasing stuff like merchandise and following other people, when we should be focused on ourselves and the people around us. So it makes us less, social in total, because we're more focused on things that we shouldn't be focused on.
I think it can definitely affect young people rather than older people. There's cyberbullying on the internet, so maybe children from school or teenagers, but even when older people are on Facebook, they can give sly digs because to us they're called keyboard warriors. But it's they can just talk and say whatever they want without you being able to do anything because they're just saying it over a computer. But yeah, I can definitely celebrities are putting on Facebook, I've been shopping, there's Chanel bags and stuff like that, people that are not as wealthy as them, which is the majority of people, they can't afford to do that, despite whether they've been saving up for months. And the houses and the holidays might go on, they've started actually doing reality TV stuff about them, Meet the Kardashians or something like that. And you can see their life, and it is kind of oh my god, I'm never going to reach that. And it can get people down, especially teenagers.
It can be, if they take it like that. The social network has, or just not social network, internet has evolved over the years to the point where celebrities will post almost anything to let their fans know. And if this young person follows that certain celebrity, then in a sense that it's their fault. So they shouldn't be affected by it if they know what they're going to expect, having obviously followed that celebrity.